Hi everybody, so today I am back with another video where I am going to do something slightly different. I'm going to do a sweet recipe for you today, and today I'm going to go more, as it's Christmas, I thought I'd make some chocolate raw vegan, I'm calling them Snowballs, yeah, because they are going to be some chocolate, like you like the protein balls that they do, the energy balls, but what we're going to do, we're going to do a little twist on it. So yeah, this is really easy to make and it's so tasty as well. So, and yeah, if you have that chocolate craving, you're going to love this. So it's a miserable day here in the UK, very wet, grey and windy, so perfect day to be doing this video and making this recipe. Okay, so the first things you're going to need are walnuts. So these 200 grams of walnuts I've got here. You are going to need to soak the walnuts. So these have been soaked they've actually been soaked overnight. So I would always say a minimum of 6 to 7 hours because it helps with the digestion. It breaks down those inhibitors as well. So yeah, you don't want them to be hard where it is going to be really tough on the digestion as well. So always soak your nuts. So these are going to go straight into my food processor, and then I'm just going to blend these up. You are going to need some dates, and you are going to need some cacao powder, and I have got some desiccated coconut here as well, and then there is another step to this video as well, which I'll get the other ingredients, but we'll just do this basic foundation for the recipe first, and then we'll get the other ingredients for what you need next. So I'm just going to pulse these, excuse me, I'm just going to pulse these into more like a crumb texture, and then I'll add the dates. Okay, so these are into like a crumb texture now. So I've got about, I'm going to do maybe 2 cups of dates. I'll start with 1.5 and then just see how I get, because you want to make sure that it turns into like a dough. It's like a sticky, doughy texture. So I'm just going to add those in now as I whiz it. And then you'll start to see them combining and it becoming quite sticky. That's what you basically want. Okay, so this has been whizzing, and you can see the dates are mixed together and they're becoming a bit sticky. But I'm just, you can still see some of the dates in here, so I'm going to mix that in a little bit more. And then as I'm going to do that, I am going to put in some, I've got some desiccated coconut here. This is GMO free, no added sugar. So I am going to put in, this is half a cup, so I'll probably, yeah, just put in half a cup. And then start whizzing that up. You might need to just get your spatula and just push the mixture down, and then just whiz it again. And you'll see the mixture start sticking to the sides and turn into like a ball. It'll just start getting more firmer and start sticking together. And then that's when you know it's done. But before we do that, we are going to put in cacao. So this is organic cacao powder. You can use carob powder if you wish, but today I will be using cacao. So I will be putting in 2 tablespoons. And then give that a whiz. This is really coming along nicely now, and you can see, I'll just get a little bit out. you can see it's all coming together, and as it's spinning, it's all combining together and becoming like a ball in there really. You'll start to see it, and it becomes quite sticky. So this is the consistency you want. Not too wet, easy to make into balls as well. But I'm just gonna continue to blend that a little bit more, to process that a little bit more, just to help it combine a bit more, and then we can start making them into ball shapes after that. Okay, really easy. Okay, so these have all been processed now, and it's the consistency that's going to make them, stick together. They're not too wet, perfect texture, perfect firmness as well. Oh God, it smells amazing. And we're just going to start putting these into balls now, and I've got a little dish here with parchment paper, and you can just place them on there. So that's done. And that, you can make these, they don't have to be into balls. This can be like your base for like a chocolate brownie dish, and you can just put it on you know, a brownie dish pan, or and put it in the fridge, and then you can just cut them up after, or freeze them and cut them up after a couple of hours once they've firmed, and there's your brownies. So this is a base for a lot of dishes. So you can have peanut butter in here if you wanted, some vanilla. You can even add some orange zest if you wanted to, and that would be really lovely actually. Adding some orange zest and orange juice, I've done that before. It's very nice. But yeah, so, and now we're just going to make these into balls. So however big you would want them. So it depends on how far you want them to go, and how many, if you're making them for a lot of people. So this is the size I've got, because they can be cut in half as well. So and then I'm just gonna put them on this parchment and just do all of them, and then I'm gonna do an extra, and you can leave it like that. There's an extra step that I'm gonna do, but I'll come back to you once I've rolled all these up on what that is. So these are my chocolate balls that I have made, and they're really nice and firm, and they're just going to firm up even more in the fridge. You could even put them in the freezer. But the next step that I'm going to do is, and what you could do with these actually is, you can keep them as they are and just roll them. Why I'm calling them snowballs is, you could just roll them or sprinkle desiccated coconut over them, and then put them in the fridge and then serve in a couple of hours, an hour to 2 hours. Or what you could do is, I've got some walnuts here, so you could actually just chop some walnuts and just roll them in walnuts, and you can have like a Ferrero Rocher type ball, which will be lovely. But what I'm going to do now, there's an extra step that I'm going to do. Just because it's Christmas time, it's getting close to Christmas, why not? Let's do this extra step, and my daughter will love it. So I'm just going to coat these in my raw vegan chocolate, and then which I will have a video for as well. So yeah, so check that out, and then I'll show you the finale. But yeah, to get to this step, it's really easy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that so far, and we'll do the next step of the chocolate. Hi everybody, so here is my raw chocolate that I have made, that I am going to add an additional step into my raw vegan snowballs, and I've done a video on this, so I can link that if you want to check out how to make my raw vegan chocolate. And with this, basically, we're just going to coat these chocolate balls in this chocolate. And then I'm going to sprinkle some of this desiccated coconut, hence why I'm calling them raw vegan snowballs. So I'm just going to literally, might get a little bit messy, so this is where I've got a stick here. I might just dip it in. You just want to make sure you've got enough chocolate to cover everything. And then once you've done that, they're all coated. And then just do a sprinkle. And then I'm just going to put it here. And that'll set really quickly. So, and because this chocolate, you want to be quick with this chocolate as well once you've made it, because it, yeah, it does set quick. So just coat that. And then might bring that over here. And then just sprinkle. And if you don't like coconut, you can use something else. You can use, you can sprinkle walnuts over. I mean, I might even do that just to mix it up. So you could add anything you want, really. It's your whatever works for you. And then these are a great little treat if you've got kids. Guilt-free, no sugar. So I'm just going to do that with all of them. I think I'm just going to, actually, I've got some walnuts here, so I might just chop some of them up finely, and then I might do a couple of them just to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, you can add whatever you want in. These are the raw vegan chocolate snowballs, and I did make one coated in walnuts. So you've got, just to give you an idea, you can make a play on a Ferrero Rocher. So these are all going to go into the freezer now for an hour, and then I'll transfer them into the fridge. But you can just leave them in the freezer and just take them as and when, but just maybe leave them a couple of minutes before you do eat into them. But there you go. I will show you when they're all a bit more firmed up. Yeah, I hope that has inspired you.